Episode 7 of Stranger Things Season 5 has one of the most powerful scenes in modern television. And if you haven't seen it, go ahead and save this for later and then come back to it after you've watched it because I don't want to spoil it for you. If you have seen it, I'm talking about this scene. By no means am I speaking on behalf of the LGBTQ community. I'm just sharing what resonated with me and why I think this was incredibly powerful and incredibly needed. Set in the 80s. The way that people acted with AIDS, many families at that time, many people believed that anyone who was gay automatically had AIDS, that you shouldn't even touch them or be around them, which makes the end of the scene that much more powerful. We're also dealing with a small town. We're dealing with bullies since the beginning of this entire show. So if you feel like suddenly this show took a turn and you weren't paying attention since the beginning, this has been part of Will's character. And this moment of closure and acceptance is so powerful. What did Will say? He starts with, "I haven't told you this simply because I don't want you to see me differently. But the truth is I am different. But I pretended not to be because I didn't want to be." This is a very common feeling for a lot of closeted queer kids, whether you're in a religious community or in a different area or not acceptable in your own family. Try to pray the gay away. You try to find a way around it. So for him to start with, "I pretended not to be because I don't want to be different. But the reality is I am like you. I am like you in almost every way." And then he talks about playing D&D, biking, getting lost in the woods, milk duds in our popcorn, and drinking Coke with Pop Rocks, and all the different fun memories. You also notice in between everything it's and he's on the edge of the seat. He's stressed. He's nervous. We like literally all the same things. I don't like girls. Pauses after just are so relatable because you know the minute what you're about to say comes out of your mouth, people are going to look at you differently. I've also seen a lot of people who are like, "Why does coming out have to be such a big deal?" The reality is it's still such a big deal to this extent. Many people have to have this conversation and some of them get thrown out of their house. Some of them are not safe. The intensity of this conversation matches the intensity of a lot of people's experience. "I just don't like girls. I mean, I do, just not like you do." And then he goes on and he talks about he thought he was okay with himself. And then Vecna showed him what would happen if he did this, if he told them the truth. "It makes me feel like there's something wrong with me, so I push you away." And you're afraid of getting hurt out of your own protection, whether you're aware of it or not. A lot of times you put distance between yourself and other people. You don't want people to hurt you once they discover who you are, which that's what's always hard for me is, okay, I told you I'm gay. Now you can decide if you still love me. We still got work to do, and more and more and more and more and more until I'm alone. That fear, that stress that this one thing is going to push everyone in my life away and then I'm fully alone is such a real feeling. It's scary, it's fearful, it's intense, but it felt so real. And then immediately Joyce, Mother of the Year, tells him, "That's not going to happen. You're not going to lose me." Lucas, Friend of the Year, immediately pops in after Jonathan and says, "You're not losing me." Everyone else follows. And they embrace him in a hug at a time when touching gay people was very stigmatized. If you didn't like that this scene was in Stranger Things, I don't believe that you understand Stranger Things. I don't believe that you fully grasp a lot of LGBTQ people experience. So I think it's an opportunity to have those conversations. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What did you think of this part of the episode? And what have you learned because of it?